today is, I guess, I don't know, COVID, COVID day, I don't know, lost count. Anyway, I will write it in the video title. Now, after staying home for so many days, I've observed that, uh, including myself, right, that we tend wanting to get out, but I try very hard not to get out because it increases the chances of getting COVID. It's a very mathematical thing. The more you go out, the more exposure you get, the more probability that you could get COVID. It's that simple, right? So the other thing is, strangely, every one of us, when we go out, we buy something, we come back for cooking, for a grocery and all that, and then we quickly go and bathe and get rid of the germs that we get it from outside. But we forgot, the things that we carry home, they could also have COVID, stuck to it. That's why one of my friend, constructed a ultraviolet light. Every time we buy something back, I presume that he is going to sterilize it with the ultraviolet rays. Well, I thought it's simpler since all our things are wrapped up in plastic. I will just give them a hot bath and then maybe that settle everything. I'm not sure, but you can try it. I try it, but after a while you get lazy doing that, right? But as the day goes by, right, you begin to think that if the COVID continue, then what happened? What happened to the economy? It's going to be less job, I'm in the construction industry, design and all that. Um, or maybe nobody is going to construct because we have so much problems with foreign workers who are the hard laborers who does the construction work. So if job site stop, project stop, project get delay, the designer is not going to pay on time, and the companies cannot survive that easily. It get dragged, right? So soon you have, well, right, pay cut, and after the pay cut, slowly, if the things don't change and turn back to normal, there's no construction work in job site, then something is going to suffer, right? Some people may be retrenched, then maybe we have to get, give out by the government to keep them alive, which they are now doing, they said. Yeah. So the question is, what are the productive things that we could do from home? That's what makes me thinking. So I was thinking that, what other skills do I have, Well, the other skill I have is like, I have photographic skill, but few people are going out to take pictures. So how am I going to teach photography? That is a big question. How am I going to teach photography when people can't get out to do? They can only take pictures from home. Yeah, maybe then, how to teach a photographic course, where people can take good images from their own home, and that could help them to get somewhere. I don't know, get where, I'm not sure, but that's one way to consider. Another thing I thought, to be productive, I could teach sketching, especially fountain pen drawings. As you can see, I have quite a fair bit of fountain pen drawing over here. So I've done quite a fair bit of work on fountain pen drawings. I know fountain pen. I can introduce people to fountain pen. I could take some images or videos of me sketching, but I have to write out my so-called teaching syllabus, I guess. I also have to learn software that I could use to conduct classes, interact with students. That's some of a lot of things to grapple with, a lot of things to learn, but I still have to learn, because if I don't, then maybe economically I will suffer after a long while, that if I don't get design work, right? So, well, there's something to consider. So I've been thinking about that. Other than that, I could also try to do a bit of marketing and start selling my books, right? Well, quite a few books I have. So it dawned on me that we have to be productive using technology to market ourselves, no matter how much shortcoming we think that this non, you know, face-to-face interaction uh, is going to impede some of the teaching work, right? Well, there are a lot of um, YouTube videos that people studies and learn, I think there are a lot of people who put in time and they also have what you call long distance study or education where they stay so far remotely from town that the schools will send them tapes, books, and then they practice and then they send back to them to mark. So I think it's still doable. I think it's still doable. So I think the next step I have to do is to first, write out the first lesson, or at least the first few lessons, what I'm going to do, and do a bit of videotaping so that, student could follow some of the videos, and after that they can interact with me while I can ask them, okay, move your handphone, show me some of your works, things like that. It will get somewhere. So these are the things that I'm thinking, I'm considering. But the other thing is what I call marketing. How can I get student? And how can I get student who are maybe perhaps willing to pay, Finally, you got to be economically, or I have to be economically viable, teaching people and making a living through the internet. I think this is a right time to start. And of course, I think I should not just target people around me, but slowly, find a way to target people who are far away, globally, right? So these are some of the things that I'm thinking of. I think every one of us have to think about trying to make a living from home. And of course, not everybody could do that because it all depends on what profession you are in or the kind of skills that sets that you have, whether you can sell it or not, right? But not everything is possible. So we must have a positive attitude. Otherwise, I mean, we can't force other people to change, but we can change ourselves. So the only way is to change ourselves, right? I think, yeah, that's something I have to consider after 2 to 3 weeks into COVID. But of course, I'm also taking lessons on fashion design. So right, every day about 4 hours will be spent listening to lectures, and well, I get a bit of understanding of how people conduct lectures and all that. But um, and also lessons, they have lesson plans and they have assignments. They also have PowerPoints that is being done up so student can revise, and also as they teach they tape it up and people can go back to the videotapes to listen to them. So these are, I mean, it's good that I took up some courses. I can understand how people conduct courses, and the minimum standard that people can accept, you know finally that things can be done that way. So okay, perhaps there's something for me to think about and share with you what is going through my mind. Right. Okay. See you the next time. Bye.